150 football fans from Ghana applied for visas to watch their team play at the World Cup. 147 were told no. Right now, the biggest World Cup in history is being played across the United States, Canada, and Mexico. Record crowds, records falling on the pitch, and at the same time, entire nations cheering for their teams from thousands of miles away because the fans themselves were not allowed in. The stadiums are full, and yet somebody is missing. This is the story of the most political World Cup ever played. The money, the borders, and the handshakes behind the beautiful game's biggest party. This is politics in everything. And this is the 2026 World Cup. First, the scale. 48 teams, 3 host countries, 104 matches. Before the knockout rounds even finished, this World Cup had already broken the all-time attendance record. More than 3.6 million people through the gates, with weeks still to play. On the pitch, it has been genuinely magical, with the game's greatest scorer breaking the all-time World Cup goal record. The final, July 19th, MetLife Stadium, just outside New York. By most measures, it is the biggest sporting event ever staged. And if you have watched this channel before, you already know the rule. Wherever that much attention gathers, politics follows. Now, the part the highlight reels skip. The United States currently has a travel ban covering citizens of dozens of countries. 4 of those countries qualified for this World Cup: Iran, Haiti, Senegal, and Ivory Coast. Their players got exemptions. Their fans mostly did not, which means their teams are playing in this tournament, while ordinary supporters back home cannot legally attend. And the lockout reaches beyond the banned list. More than 40 members of Morocco's supporter associations were reportedly denied visas. Of 150 Ghanaian fans who applied to the United States, 147 were rejected. Canada processed more than 1,700 applications from Ghanaian fans and approved barely 1 in 10. Washington's argument is straightforward: security first, and a fear that visitors will overstay. The fans' answer is just as simple: our team is at the party, and we are not allowed in. Then there was the price tag on trust. Under a pilot program, fans from several African countries were asked to post a bond, a deposit of up to $15,000, just to enter the United States for the tournament. Refundable if they left on time. For many fans, that is several years of income. After an outcry, the bond was suspended for ticket holders in May. But the message had already been sent. For some passports, cheering at a World Cup is a plane ticket. For others, it requires collateral. And inside the stadiums? The Department of Homeland Security confirmed that immigration agents would be present at World Cup venues. Officially, in a security role, asked whether arrests were possible, officials did not rule it out. The government's position: an event this size needs maximum security, and enforcement does not take holidays. The effect on the ground, reported by journalists in host cities: immigrant families, including legal residents, thinking twice about going to a football match. A World Cup where some fans check the bracket and other fans check who is standing at the gate. Now follow the money. For the first time ever, FIFA priced World Cup tickets like airline seats. Dynamic pricing. The price rises as demand rises. The most expensive seats started at $6,730. By spring, the same category cost $10,990. For comparison, the top ticket in Qatar 4 years ago was about $1,600. Even the President of the United States joked that he would not pay $1,000 for the cheap seats. Then it got serious. The Attorneys General of New York and New Jersey opened an investigation into FIFA's ticketing practices. FIFA's defense: this is simply what the market will pay. Which may be true. It is also a strange thing to say about something officially called the People's Game. And who is hosting whom? The relationship between FIFA's president and the White House has become remarkably close, even by football standards, and it is all on the public record. FIFA opened an office inside a tower owned by the president's family business. FIFA's president gave the U.S. president 10 tickets to a final, valued at $15,000, disclosed in the president's own financial filing. And in December, FIFA created a brand new award, the the FIFA Peace Prize, and handed the first one to the sitting US president. 50 members of the European Parliament have now signed a letter demanding FIFA address an ethics complaint about its neutrality. And here is the punchline. This is the same FIFA that fines players for political messages. Rainbow armbands, banned. A shiny new prize for a head of state, apparently fine. As we said in our very first episode, deciding what counts as politics, that is power. There is one more layer of irony. This tournament was designed, a decade ago, as a symbol of North American friendship. 3 countries, 1 bid, 1 giant party. It was awarded before the tariffs, before the trade fights, before the sharpest border politics in a generation. So the 2026 World Cup arrived as a unity project, hosted by 3 governments that spent the past year arguing about almost everything else. And then, on the pitch, something almost poetic happened. All 3 hosts made it out of their groups. The football keeps promising harmony. The politics keeps testing it. For years, when people said sports washing, they pointed at other people's tournaments. Authoritarian money, image laundering, somewhere else. 2026 is the reminder that no host is neutral. Every country uses the world's biggest stage, and the stage exposes every country in return. Record crowds and locked-out fans. A people's game with 5-figure tickets. A governing body that bans politics and practices it fluently. None of these cancel each other out. They're all true at once. And that is what makes the World Cup the most honest mirror in sport. Whoever lifts the trophy on July 19th, the tournament has already shown us the world exactly as it is. Seats that money could not fill, and fans that money kept out. Everything is political, especially a party this big. This is politics in everything. Subscribe, it costs less than a World Cup ticket. And tell us in the comments, who lifts the trophy on the 19th, and where should we find politics next? New arena, same game.